This is the Roulette Master, and if you want to join a community of people that love to play roulette and get better at it every single day of the week, then go ahead and hit the red subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner. Also ring that bell for notifications because I have new content that releases every single day of the week at 8 a.m. And if you haven't joined the TRM fan club, it's really worth it. It's only 99 cents a month. You can sign up for it down in the description. And it's going to get you a badge, custom emojis for the channel, and best of all, really quick responses to your questions and comments. So thank you guys for all your support. And now let's go ahead and get started with today's video. I think you're going to love this one. This was sent in by Ronjo, one of the really good subscribers on the channel who sent in some other really good things in the past. And I can't wait to share this one with you. It's a two-stage system, and it involves single 12s and multiple 12s. And make sure you hang around for this one because there's multiple stages to it and it's a really good one. So let's get started. Okay, so if we look at the last two spins, we have 17 and 24. You cannot start a sequence if the last two are in the same 12. So we're going to spin once before we get started here. And let's see what we get. Okay, now we have a second 12 followed by a third 12. And now we're going to bet on third 12, and we're going to put $10 on that and spin. And let's see what we get here. Okay, that's a 3 red. Okay, so now we're going to put the bet on first 12 for $10. And we start out by flat betting, and then I'm going to show you a stage 2 recovery method. And can't wait to share it with you. So we've lost 2 now, so we're down $20. And now we're going to bet on second 12. If you haven't noticed yet, we're following the 12 that just hit. And here we go. Okay, that's a 16 red. And we hit it. So now we're back to all square. If we had lost that one, that would have sent us into phase 2. But hang in there. We'll get there before too long. We're going to start going again here. But we have 2 back-to-back in the same 12. So that means we need to spin once before we start this next sequence. There's a 2 black. Okay, so now we're going to start with first 12 for $10. And here we go. Let's see what we get. That's a 0. That's not good, but that's okay. We're only down $10 from that. And let's go ahead and spin a couple times, get some fresh numbers, and then we'll get started again. And I can't wait to share with you this recovery method. I think it's really good, and it'll get you right back on track making money again. And then when you do start hitting single 12s, you really get ahead. So 29, 36, they're in the same 12, so we need to spin one more time. Let's see what we get here. Okay, that's a 7 red. So now we're going to start on first 12 for 10. Here we go. Okay, we lost, so now we're going to second 12 for 10. And let's see what we get. We lost again, so now we're going to third 12 for 10. And you'll be flat betting until you're down $30, or hopefully you get ahead sometimes as well. So, okay, now I'm going to show you the recovery method. You can see we're down, we're down $40 now. So when you start your recovery, you start with the amount that you're down. So we're going to start with, since the last number that hit was 10, we're going to start first 12 for 40, and then the number before that was third 12. So we're going to put 40 on third 12. And here we go. Okay, and we recovered everything that we had lost. So there's a lot more to that, so stick around, because if we had lost that one, we would have had to do something different, and I can't wait to share with you what that is. But for now, let's go ahead and get started with the single 12s again, because we're back to stage 1. So here we go. That's a 9 red. We needed that to get a new one started. Again, if there's two 12s in a row with Ronjo's system, then you don't start. So, okay, now we have a second 12, so we start there for 10, and here we go. Okay, that's a win. See, eventually you're going to hit 3 in a row of 112, and that's going to pay fantastic. So now we have 24 and 15, so we're up 20, but we can't restart because we have 2 in a row of 1 here. Okay, so now we have a 35-15, so we're going to go third 12 for 10. And here we go. Okay, we got it. Okay, so now we're at $40. And let's see what we have here. We have a 25 and a 35, so we need to spin without betting. That's an 18 red. So we have an 18 and a 25. So that second 12 would be the start of this sequence with a $10 bet. And there's a 3 red. So now we would switch to first 12 for 10. And let's see what we get here. That's a 23 red. That's a loss. We're up 20. So if we lose this one, if we lose 3 in a row, then we will go to stage 2, and I'll show you how that works. So right now we're on second 12 for our third $10 spin. Those are flat bets, and let's see what we get here. Okay, that's 11 black. That's a loss. So now we're going to be putting $30 on the last 2 that hit, which would be first 12 and second 12. And we're going to recover that $30 that we just lost there. So there's a 5 red, and we got the win. So now you can see we're back up 40, and then we would need to spin without betting because the last 2 are low and they're back to back. So let's see what we get here. There's another back-to-back low. So let's spin again, and this keeps you from losing consecutive ones on all those. We would have lost on that 0 as well, but we didn't because we're sitting out until we have a 12 followed by a different 12. And let's see what we get here. There's a 28 black. One more, so we have 2 fresh numbers to choose our next bet. And let's see what we have. We have a 28 followed by a 16. So we're going to start on second 12. And remember where we're at. We're up $40. That's important. And let's see what we get here. Okay. Okay, that's a win. So we're up 60 now. We need a new one to bet on. And let's spin without betting. Okay, that's a 9 red. And now we have a first 12 bet of $10. But we need to look here and see where our balance was at so we know where we're at. And that's a 20 black. So we know we're 10 down in this sequence, and we're up $60. So this next bet would be on second 12. And let's see what we get here. 00. Okay, that's another loss. So if we lose this next one, we'll be back in recovery mode. And let's go ahead and spend since we do not have a fresh number. Okay, so let's go third 12 for 10. And let's see if we can get a win or if we go back into recovery mode. And we lost. So we know that we lost those 3 and we need to recover $30. So now we're going to put a $30 bet on first 12 that hit last, and then the one before that was third 12. And here we go. And I'm going to share with you here in a minute how to deal with losses on this area because there's a loss. Okay, so now we're going to go up 2 units. So and that's $10 units. So the bets were at 30, and let's see, that was first and third, and the last two now are low and mid. So we would go from 30 to 40 on each one of those. I'm sorry, 30 to 50 on each one of those because we're going up to $10 units. And here we go. Okay, it's a 17 black. Okay, let's see where we're at. We're not quite back there yet. So what we do now is we're still in stage 2. We're going to go back 1 unit. So those were $50 wins. We're going to go to 40. And we need to spin without betting because the last 2 are in the same 12. That's a 7 red. So now we're going to place a $40 bet in first 12 and a $40 bet in second 12. And let's see where we're at. We're up 20. We need to get back up to 60. Okay, that's a 19 red. I think we got it. And then once we get back to where we were before, we go back to level 1 again. So we're up 60. Then we go back to placing a single flat bet on second 12, which the 19 red represents. And let's check that out. That's a 31 black. That's a loss. So we'll keep track of that $10 loss. Now we'll go third 12 for 10. Here we go. Okay, we lost that one as well. So now we're going to go first 12 for 10. And here we go. And there's 3 losses in a row. So now we need to make up the $30 because you can see we're back to 30 again. So now we're going to place a $30 bet. But first we need 2 fresh numbers because we hit another 0. And let's see what we get. So there's a 4. And one more here. Let's see what we get. 18 red. Okay, so that means we're going to put $30 on first 12 and second 12, which represent the 18 and the 4. And here we go. Okay, that's a 15 black. That's a win. So now we go back to stage 1. We're still up 60, and we would be on second 12, flat betting for 10. And once you lose 3 flat bets without, once you're down 3 units, you go to stage 2. There's double 0 again, man. Okay, let's spin without betting. Get a fresh number. Okay, so we have a 17 black. Let's go ahead and put our second flat bet on second 12. Remember, we lost the first one. We lost the second one. So now we would go first 12 on our third flat bet. And we're losing a lot of these flat bets, but eventually here we're going to win 3 in a row, which is going to be pretty cool. And that's a 12 red. We finally got a win there. So we're not down, so we can just restart again. So let's restart that sequence, but we need a fresh spin because the last 2 are both in the first 12. So now we have a second 12. So we're going to start with $10 on second 12. And here we go. And I haven't covered everything with level 2 yet, so definitely hang in there for that. And let's get another fresh spin now. We got a win there. We're up 80. And once we have 2 12s that aren't the same, we'll place our next flat bet. Okay, so now we'll go third 12 for 10. And here we go. Like I said, eventually you're going to win 3 in a row. Might take a while, but there's 2 in a row. And that's when, and he says that he wants 10 units before he cashes out. So we just accomplished that. We're up $100. But we're going to keep going here. We're up 10 units. And we need to spin without betting because we have 2 12s in a row there. And here we go. So there's a 24 black. So we're going to go second 12 for 10. And let's see what we get here. Okay, we lost, so we know we're down 1 unit. And now we're going to go to first 12 for 10. And let's keep track of these next couple units here. There's a second loss, so we're down 2 units. And now we're going to go third 12 for 10. And let's see what we get here. Okay, we got it though. So that got us right back to where we were. Back up 100, so we just restart. But we need a fresh spin, so we don't have 2 in the row of both 12s. And what this will protect you of is if you got 10 in a row, third 12s here, you wouldn't lose on any of those. So that's pretty cool. And then there's another one. So this is protecting us right now from lots of losses. And here we go again. Okay, so we finally got something different than third 12. So we're going to start with first 12. And remember, we're up 100 right now. That's a 7 red. Okay, we got the win. So then we'll spin again. Now we're up 120. Let's spin and get a fresh number so we don't have back-to-back 12s. And there's a 35 black. So we'll start with third 12. And remember, hang in there because there's still another part to level 2. So here we go. There's 15 black. That's a loss, so we're down a unit. And now we're going to go to second 12. And here we go. 0. Okay, we're down 2 units. All right, we need a fresh spin. And then we'll see if we go down 3 units or if we pick one that gets us back to where we're supposed to be. So that's a second 12. We're going to spin. If we lose this, we'll be down 3 units and we'll go to level 2. And then I'm going to explain the next part of it. So that we're down $30. So that means now we're going to start with a $30 bet on third 12 representing the 30. And a $30 bet on second 12 representing the 14. Now, when we lost before, we went forward 2 units, okay? And we lost again here. So we're going to do the same thing, and we're going to go from 30 to 50. But now we're going to have first 12 and third 12, the last 2 that hit. And here we go. And then I'm going to share with you what you do when you win and how that works. So there's 11 black. Okay, we got the win, but we're not quite back there yet. So the next part is you go back 1 when you win until you're in session profit. So we need to spin without betting before we place that $40 bet. And that saved us from losing on that 0. That's fantastic. So I see what Ronjo is up to here. A lot of times when we would have gotten in trouble, we've been saved. So let's see what we have now. Okay, we need one more fresh spin before we get going because we have 2 12s now on this next $40 bet. Now we have a 9 red and a 10. They're in the same 12, so we need one more spin before we place that $40 bet. There's a 26 black. Okay, so now we can place them. We'll have $40 third 12, $40 first 12. If we lose, we'll go up 2 units to 60. But let's see what we get here. So we got the win. So that got us back to where we started at, and we had got to 120 previously. So then you just go back and you spin again to get so you have back-to-back numbers that aren't in the same 12. And then you start with the single 12s again. Okay, so then at this point, we would just start with second 12 for 10 again. So I hope you really are enjoying this, and let me know if you guys have a modification. I always like to hear if you guys don't like, or would modify any of these systems. Currently, we're up $140, but again, his goal was 10 units or $100. And I just love hearing from you guys. So, send me some comments, and I'd love to to see what you have going. Also, love that you guys are sending me in so many great systems. That's what keeps this community growing. So keep it up. And I love all the work that you guys put in. It's fantastic and helps us search for the best roulette systems possible. Also, if you haven't joined the TRM fan club, what I'm trying to put together is a group of people that is a close knit group that I can always get back to really quickly on questions and comments. And it's not about making money. It's only 99 cents a month. That's just so that I can get that group formed and actually only make about $30 a month off that after taxes. So it's not about the money. It's about getting a group of people that's a close-knit group that I can get really quick responses and answer people's questions really quickly. And with so many people on the channel, I just want to make sure that I can always get back to a certain group as quick as possible. So recommend joining that. You can sign up for it by clicking on the link in the description and or clicking join on the in the homepage. So recommend that if you can do that. And also I have a playlist that I just formed of the top 5 most viewed videos. You probably should check out if you want to. And I think that's a really good one. But also, there's one coming up here you can click on the top 10 as well. And hope that helps some of you navigate through the channel better. But I just love all the support from all of you guys. You've been fantastic and really seeing the community grow. So I think it's pretty cool. Thank you all for that. And this is the Roulette Master. And have a great day, everybody.